Now we want to use a financial accounting app just to have a look at the financial documents that were created. And well, for this, we of course need to switch to the general ledger group of apps. And we will use the Manage Journal Entries app. Now, well, if you remember just from the previous lesson, we discovered that the journal entry type was the AF. So we can use that one as the criteria to just discover the documents that were created. Of course, we also need to set up our ID for our company code. And well, for the fiscal year, we will set up 2020, so last year. And well, with this, we can just click go. And as you can see, we have the documents that have been created with this journal entry type. And well, right now, we will focus on the one that posts to the depreciation area 20. So for this, and to really explore the document, we will click on the document number here in the first column. And actually, we can click just in the pop-up, we can click again. So that will just take us to the a screen in which we have all the header data, of course, and again, this was just an automatically created document. So, well, we have all the details, we have the header text automatically set up by the program, of course, the company code, who was the user who instructed the system to run this process and post these documents. But in the line items, we have the corresponding line items. So, of course, we have this just debit and credit for 1,250 and for the other asset. But something that is really nice about these Fiori apps, and we, of course, we don't have that in the SAP logon, is the T account view. So it's really nice. Let's ask for the T account view. And as you can see, the system will show just the postings to the profit and loss accounts, just the debit to the estimated depreciation against the clearing account. So we get the correct postings, we see exactly what's happening here, and just a really nice thing that previously it was not easy to create something like that in just the SAP logon. But remember that Fiori apps, they are just like web-based, they are just with like HTML5 and SAP UI5 programming languages, and it's just much easier to create views like this in Fiori. So that's the reason we have like apps like this. And well, we can go back just because, again, other features that are really interesting with this kind of apps are just we can modify the layout. I mean, that is also possible in previous releases, but well, let's do it. For that, we click here the settings icon, because we just want to we want to be clear each line item for which asset it was posted. So let's look for the. We have so many fields, of course, that we can add to our layout there. But the one that we want, no wait, it's here, it's the main asset number. So let's select that one and okay. So immediately what happens, the layout gets modified, and now we have a clear view, a clear understanding that the first two line items, the first credit, the first debit, they are because of the first machine, well, the first machine that we posted in the previous year, and the second set, which is the second credit and the second debit, is just for the second machine. So, well, now we have everything correctly set up here, and the document is correct. And I mean, just one last thing. Of course, you might remember that we retired these assets, but if you just go through that lesson again, or just remember, we retired these assets in 2021. So that is the reason they are still valid, like for 2020. So that's the reason, like we have we have finished running just the depreciation for January 2020, and well, these documents were created with these dates, of course, in last year. So, well, after we have seen that, we can just quit this app. And of course, well, with this we finish the lesson. And thank you as always.